Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey, we're doing
Horror movie
Horror
for the
movies.
Spooktober Spectacular event.
Bro, we did Pokemon.
Pokemon
already.
Ghost Height, just to like
Check-
ease it in.
Check that one out.
Check that out.
Official list.
This is the official list that we made. That top tier competitive Pokemon gamer said. I agree.
Might be biased. I love horror movies, horror icons.
Yeah,
so,
but there's still some that are like, I don't know. That's why there's no D or F. Just not sure.
Alright, so first one is Michael Myers.
Whoops. What is that?
Alien.
Alien. I wouldn't put it in the S here. It's good, but the later movies weren't really horror based.
You had the 80s ones with Ripley. Those were the best.
Yeah,
not the remakes.
we're talking about them as a whole.
They're not really horror. It's like it's thriller.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be scared because it's not.
None of these I would be scared.
Well, here's the thing. Alien. They're not humanoid. A person and like that.
They still never like as a whole. We're taking all these as a whole, new movies and old movies. B.
I mean, it's
Is that Leatherface?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember Leatherface too much.
Well, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never watched them.
Hey, there's better ones.
Hannibal.
Hannibal Lecter, which was isn't he based off of real?
Yeah, he's based off a real person.
Alright, so that
But
does that make him scary?
no, because he wasn't really.
He's just a man eater. He's a cannibal.
Yeah, he didn't really. All right, he gets there just because of that one scene.
Hellraiser.
I didn't care for it.
Pinhead.
Yeah,
Hellraiser's the movie, but it's...
Pinhead. I didn't really care for it. Oh,
I forget what the concept is. Like,
that's what I'm
you
saying.
make wishes, I think, or something.
I don't know. I remember bits and pieces, and I don't remember the movie even being
I
remotely
think you make
scary.
wishes. You know what? You know what's not on here?
What?
Pumpkinhead. Why Pumpkinhead not on here?
No one ever talks about Pumpkinhead.
I love Pumpkinhead. Blood Wings. Blood Wings. Pumpkinhead movie. Blood Wings.
I think Blood Wings are right.
What?
Do you?
Yeah.
That's for the
Sure.
back.
Oh yeah, it rips him out from the back.
Yeah.
But
Rip
that's
Owens
the
out
movie.
from
That was
the
what
back.
the movie was called.
But Pinhead. I didn't really care. I never thought he was scary.
Or his design where he's just got pin cushion head.
Yeah.
Jaws, unsure image.
It's not scary. I
No.
mean, I guess if you have the fear of water,
Of sharks and water,
Yeah.
of course. But
entertainment wise,
it's not really a scary movie.
It's not
bro.
scary, but I think
It's not scary, bro.
it still falls in the It.
What about Stephen King's It?
Have not seen the new one.
But the old ones.
Old ones, they legitimately terrified me as a kid.
And you got Tim Curry playing the
Yeah, Tim Curry
him.
was good.
It's good. I like it's. And my mom still can't watch that movie.
I could watch it now.
She freaks out too much.
It's still deserved. And apparently the new one, I mean, it's enough to make a part 2. It apparently did something.
There's always been a part 2.
No, I mean, like, they actually went ahead and made or making chapter 2.
Yeah, it's already been in the movies.
Is it?
Yeah.
Never watched it.
But here's the thing, how can they not? Because the original movie had 2 parts. So people would get pissed if they never did a part 2, just like the original.
Some would. Some wouldn't.
Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
The Shining.
Red Rum bullshit. Where it's just a dude that went crazy from isolation and went after his wife and shit with a axe.
Yeah.
Where he went crazy hallucinations and from being cabin fever. He's just had cabin fever, bro.
I never watched this movie.
Me neither. He's just a dude with cabin fever.
So I can't really judge it because I've never actually seen the movie.
So how is he scary? There's the scenes with Red Rum and the hallway with all the blood. It's all a dude's delusions.
Yeah.
Oh.
I never watched it. Everyone praises this movie. I've never seen
They're
it.
coming out with a movie called Doctor Sleep that is supposed
It's
to be
based
going
off.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's The Exorcist.
Exorcist. My mom refuses to watch
The Exorcist?
The Exorcist.
Oh. Never seen it, but so many parodies of it.
Yeah. I mean, if you've parried it enough, it just becomes like whatever. I think I've seen it, but my mom refuses to watch it.
It's like where like one of the scariest movies my dad watched was Poltergeist back then, not the new one.
Poltergeist wasn't even that scary.
Where
Yeah,
like
back then.
the clown sitting in the chair in the corner of the room and shit, where he and he pulls you in under the bed and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a possession thing.
Yeah.
There's a way more movies nowadays that is
This.
this it the
For
movie,
its
movie
time.
on its own, but its concept has been overdone.
For its time, it's.
It's been overdone.
Ooh,
So
I
many
see it.
exorcism thing movies.
I see it farther.
all the time.
I see it later on, but we'll get there when we get there.
Chucky.
Chucky, great movies.
When I was
But
when I was younger, couldn't watch it. I hated it. I could not watch Chucky when I was younger. I fucking hated it. I like it now because it's funny, but I couldn't. I hated it.
yeah, well, that's like it. Like I hated it as a kid. Now I watch it. I'm like, sorry.
The older Chucky's, the Seed of Chucky, Cult of Chucky, and all that
Yeah.
shit, like the new ones.
The Thing. I actually just watched this for the first time.
I love this movie.
I actually really
I
enjoyed
love
this movie.
Thing, bro. Not the black and white one, but the one with like Russell, whatever the fuck he is from
Yeah,
the 80s.
where it's the two, it's like the Russians and the Americans like actually like are together, but they're not.
Yeah, the Stephen King 80s version of it.
Yeah.
It's like one of the best, bro. It's amazing.
I should just watched it.
The Ring.
The Ring.
I
This-
fucking hate this movie, bro.
As a kid, this movie actually terrified me a little bit. But like,
we're answering the phone call. You got 5 days.
no,
7 days.
no.
You watch the movie.
I didn't know the concept of it. I just saw like,
You watch the movie. You get a phone call. You die
oh,
in 5 days or whatever the fuck it is. I hate it, bro. I don't like
you want to know something?
What?
They made a hentai out of this. And you know how the ghost got him?
Stop.
Took all the she recorded it and then sent it to everyone.
No, stop. Stop. I hate this movie, bro. I hate it.
Yeah, that's not good.
What about Candyman?
I've never seen Candyman. I know
It's
nothing about it.
it's like a cult thing. It's not terrible. But the only other movies that you know that the main character, the Candyman, is in is the dude from Final Destination, the black guy, the dude that always tells people about death.
No.
That's like the only other movie I know him from. It's a cult thing, B-side cult classic horror movie.
I've never watched it. What would you put it?
It's better than The Ring.
So like B.
Yeah, and plus it's got like 4 sequels.
I got you.
Jeepers Creepers.
I got
I
you.
love Jeepers Creepers, bro.
1 and 2, amazing.
Have you seen the
I
third
have
on
not seen.
Netflix?
I have not seen 3.
Decent, but most of the movie revolves around his truck.
Here's what?
His truck.
Oh.
That's most of his movie is the truck in 3. But 2 on the bus. 1, I like 2 the best. The one on the school bus. That's the one I always go back to and watch. But I just, as a concept, him,
Yeah.
smells your fear. Then just the way he looks. I love him.
This thing.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know what this
It's
is.
a kid.
It's a child. Looks like they're getting hung. I'm not gonna lie. See, like, oh, let's see how it's like down or around the neck.
Okay.
Bates.
The original?
Never watched it.
The original horror, Psycho, the iconic scene in the
Oh,
shower.
that scene, yeah, where he's like, ring, 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 ring. Yeah.
The original.
The original horror, not really the original, but one of them.
I'd rather watch B. Even the what about the remake
Say B.
with Vince Vaughn as Norman Bates? You ever seen that? Or the television series?
I watched a television
Norman
show
Bates?
where it's like the kid and
Yeah,
like
Norman Bates.
the story before.
Yeah, so I mean it's decent. I'd rather watch that over The Ring and Jaws.
This one,
What about Cujo?
Cujo.
My mom hated this movie too, by the way.
I wouldn't consider it S tier, but I would definitely consider it an A.
I like it as a movie.
Yeah, as a movie, it's fine, but I don't think it. I don't. Would you rather watch Cujo or like Michael Myers?
Michael Myers, bro. Halloween.
Any of these movies, you would rather watch over Cujo? But you would rather watch Cujo over any of these movies.
I'd rather watch Cujo over Chucky, but Chucky's horror, not the dog. So
Yeah, but the dog is literally.
we're ranking killers, not movies, but
Yeah.
it's just a fucking rabid dog.
What is this?
That's the movie. Have you ever seen the movie Trick or Treat?
I have not.
That's like one of the
Newer ones.
kids. Yeah, it has a lot of deaths in it. It's a decently fun movie to watch. Trick or Treat's actually not that bad. He's like one of the main kid killers in there, but he's not really a kid. You'd have to watch it. It's weird, but it's I like the movie.
What would you rate it?
I think A. I like that movie. I like Trick or Treat.
I'd actually watch it.
Watch it. It's nice. It's decent. I don't know if it has a sequel though.
Let's go ahead and put our boy up here.
How can you not put the icons at
Let's
S?
put the boy up here.
How can you not put Freddy?
TV
A. I mean,
Max Forrest here. TV Maxwell. I don't know who this is.
that's Jason's mama. That's the killer from
Oh,
the first.
That's her.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the killer from the first Jason.
does
movie.
she deserve to be an S with her son?
No, Jason's better, more iconic.
Do we put her in?
But she
A
was
or
an
B?
actual person who actually killed the campers in the first movie.
What would you say, A or B?
A.
Okay.
You can't put Michael Myers, Freddy, and Jason not in S because they're iconic.
Hold up, your boy.
You need to put Ghostface up there too.
Ghostface is an enigma. Is the word enigma?
I don't know. I mean,
Like a conglomerate of
It's
it's a concept.
he is the killer that is self-aware of being a killer in a killer movie. That's the whole franchise of Scream.
Not even that. It's he.
Self-aware of a killer and how killer be.
He's
It's
quote
just-
the blank face because throughout the movie,
whoever
movies-
whoever wore the mask.
it's whoever wore the mask. He's not. It's not the person under the mask. It's the mask itself that makes it the killer. Like the Scream.
And like I said, as a series as a whole, it's a series that's self-aware. Wes Craven.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put this because I don't know what it is.
Me neither.
I mean, if you know, and you're like, that's actually one of my favorites. I'm sorry, I've never seen that before.
What about Jigsaw?
As a killer, he did too much.
He didn't kill it without a purpose. Remember, he killed for people to try to better themselves.
This dude, not the Saw movies where later on they were just like, haha, murder time.
That's what he did, though. He tried to kill people to make them better humans.
Well, no, he didn't murder them. He gave them.
Oh yeah, that's right.
option.
His I think a lot of his traps weren't. I think you could die, but they were solvable and you could live.
But you had to sacrifice something.
But if you didn't, they would kill you. And then the other movies when he wasn't doing them, you died either way.
Yeah.
But his were try to better yourself as a person for sacrificing something and come out as a better person. That's that kind of killer he was.
I'd say an A tier. I mean, a lot of his stuff. Well, I mean, a lot of stuff was like overdone. But
Later on, where that was one of the series that glorified gore porn, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know,
Chester Bennington.
rip out of the car,
Yeah.
just tearing it off with super glue, and then everybody else that died in that ripped off somebody's jaw, somebody's head got crushed in a tire, and then he just got his whole back meat ripped off when he got flung through the front.
It's like cool. The horror, like you, it's literally just gore. It's what other franchise does that? Not Grindhouse, is it?
That's not really a horror movie though.
It's not, but it's a gore. Isn't the Grindhouse like productions like
Go over the top.
go over the top with like gore? Like
Pretty much.
what is it? What is that car one? Where the car is indestructible. You know what I'm talking about. Or the new one. Have you seen the new one? The
What?
Banana Splits.
No.
It's a new show based on the
I know the car that's indestructible was called Christina,
Yeah, I know, but I don't.
but that was a Stephen King movie.
No, there's a Grindhouse movie.
Are you talking about like the truck, like the
No, it was a car.
semi truck?
I think it was a car.
The one indestructible car I know of is Christina.
From what?
That's the movie, Christina. It's a Stephen King movie.
No. I don't know.
There's a lot of gore movies. What about that one that's like banned in the U.S. for like it's torture scenes? It's just a torture movie, but it's torture porn.
If you're thinking about Hostel,
Yeah, Hostel.
it's not banned. I actually own.
It's not banned, but it's banned in other countries. I know it's not
It's banned in other.
America.
It's banned in a lot of countries.
That's your gore porn. That's your torture porn.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just want to
100%.
watch it.
It's red.
You're making
it's
a-
Red Room.
You're making a movie just for the sake of watching that.
It was actually kind of scary. It made a lot of people not want to travel because of that.
I mean, that's when you watch something that's too real.
But yeah, because that kind of stuff does happen, where people get kidnapped and then tortured for money.
Like some of these movies here, these killers, you can dissociate yourself from them because some of these will never happen. You know, like Freddy, Dream.
Is it Death
Dream,
Proof?
I don't know. Oh yeah, I think it might be actually. You know, like Freddy Krueger, Dream thing,
Yes. It's the indestructible Death Proof.
Jason, stuff like that. That stuff will never happen. So I can disassociate myself from that.
You start voting for. You actually start rooting for the killer. At
I
that
do.
Point.
I always vote.
Yeah.
I always root for Jason, bro.
Jason, Scream, Freddy.
A couple of my favorites were Jason Takes Manhattan, even though that movie sucks.
That was one yesterday.
Even though that movie absolutely sucks.
No, it doesn't suck.
The production sucked.
It's-
You know the lore, right?
It's entertaining.
They didn't have enough money.
Yeah.
So most of the movie was on the boat. They had enough money to film in actual Manhattan for like a day, and that was him walking the streets. All the rest of them were like in Columbus in some back alleys, and then they had enough money to film on the boat the whole movie.
It was fun.
I actually like Jason Lives, the sixth one, the most, where he actually comes back from the grave as a zombie when he gets struck by lightning. That's my favorite.
I think out of all this, the Scream movies are always going to be my favorite because they're comedy horror.
Self-aware.
Yeah, and Shaggy is one of the killers.
One of the three that wore the mask in the first movie.
Oh, wait, there's only two people. Who
Well, no, two. They were both working together.
Yeah, it was two at the first one in the second one, and then one in the third.
It gets all fucking weird, bro.
The first one was
Even Freddy's New Nightmare, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, became self-aware because they were making a movie of Freddy in a movie of Freddy. So it was self-aware.
yeah. But what I was saying is, the first one was the two kids. The second one was the mom, and the third one I don't remember.
So out of your S tier, which is your iconics, what would be the best though for your Halloween killer guide for the one?
What would I recommend watching?
Or just killer wise, who was like the one? What's the staple? You have your all these people, but who's your staple like Halloween boy? I guess I can tell you mine, and you might be surprised, but I know what I would say.
Hold on.
All right, you'll be surprised, bro. By mine, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. No, because he always struck on Halloween, Friday the 13th.
I thought you might have thought I would have said Jason, but
I mean, he is kind of.
but my go-to is Michael Myers.
Michael Myers always attacked on Halloween.
He's got one of the best scores, by the way. The John Carpenter.
That you're talking about.
Yeah, that's Jason though. Halloween. Yeah. The
Oh yeah, it is. And
Halloween is the John Carpenter score.
Yeah.
That's I mean I love him. Just a big boy with a mask and a knife. Even though later on it got really, really out there,
The new movie, I haven't seen it, but
it takes it back. I know after like Halloween 2, because there's a point where some of these movies keep going and they just like, oh god, trash.
well, I mean,
They get worse.
they fall into the gore category because they lose the scary and become just like.
There's like 10 Halloween movies, but the newest one that just came out is a direct sequel of Halloween 1. Disregards all the rest of the movies.
I mean, they do that with a lot of
But
shit.
it's good though. And then the other Jasons don't even
Hold up.
They don't. The other Jasons don't even go along with each other.
Yeah.
They're just.
Do you want to see what the conglomerate says?
Sure.
Poop, right there. That's what it's gonna be.
That's your ranking poop.
Let's
Poop
see.
ranking, by the way.
Oh, what the
Oh.
fuck? What is it?
Oh, that's S tier.
What?
All right, you need to close this.
Alright.
How is thing D, bro?
Anyone
Nah.
who says the clown is like. Okay.
How you put Michael Myers at A, bro? Mm-mm.
Alright.
Like, this is our official.
This is the official
one,
list
bro.
from the Professional Killers Association.
Yes.
They have ranked. I agree.
PKA. The PKA says this.
The PKA.
Professional Killer Association.
Oh, the PKA.
You know, people abbreviate everything nowadays.
Yeah, I know. But the killers, the murderers agree. They say, I agree. And on that note,
Stop.
if you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Stop.